Well, apologies for the long delay, but it's time for an update on Mingming III. I've been able to make quite a bit of progress over the last month or two because I've had good weather, temperatures not too hot, not too cold, suitable for epoxying and fiberglassing and so on. But previous to that, over the winter, impossible. Then I had a lot of other stuff that got in the way. But anyway, we are making progress, so I thought I'd better just give a quick look at how she is going. So that's a sort of general overview. And just to have a look now in more detail, the hull has been fiberglass, 2 coats of fiberglass. As you can see, the bulkheads are in, most of the deck beams are in, some quarter knees are in, but I think I might be adding another couple up here in way of the mast. The centerboard case is in, and the slot cut. The central cockpit, although it's not finished, the basic architecture is all done, and you can see this long strip of wood just here. That is one of the supports for the sliding seat, which will go in the middle here for using the sculls. This bulkhead is in, deck beam is in, transom has been reinforced for taking the rudder, because there are two versions of this boat, just a pure rowing version and a rowing sailing version. And I'm of course building the sailing version, but the plans for each don't quite match up as well as one would like, but that's okay. As you can see here, I'm now starting to put together the make, and will shortly glue and assemble the pieces for the mast step. That's for the after mast, the sort of mizzen mast. By the way, you can see where the main hatch, which will be quite a long hatch, all this area here. The mainmast bits and pieces are in the process of being made. And here I'm sort of reached a stage where, having done the basic plan, I'm now starting to depart from it a little bit to introduce my own ideas. I should point out under here, you can see this pointy bit of plywood, and then this sort of bit down here. They are actually the decks. The decks are being laminated up and they are ready to go on in principle, but I need to do a lot more work inside before the lids go on. I'll try and do as much as I possibly can inside before doing that to make it easier. Underneath these cockpit seats there will just simply be sealed buoyancy chambers. They could be used for storage, but I think I'd rather not. I'll keep it as simple as possible. I'm probably going to have to stop working much in the boatshed soon, because we're in the north of Scotland. It's starting to get too cold for gluing and epoxying, and so I'll turn my attention to the rig, which will be my own design. Down there you can see one of the potential masts, which is a nice piece of bamboo, and there's some more over there. One of these will form the other mast, and there's some other bamboo there to form the battens, because of course it will be a junk rig to catch effectively with very small sails, but enough to drive the thing along quite nicely. The sailing version with very fancy sails will actually do 12 knots apparently, but I don't particularly want to be zapping along at that sort of speed. I just want some sail area for going downwind and just to help it along nicely. And the sails initially I will be making out of poly tarp. I've got all that, and I will do a video on making the actual rig very soon. So there we are. Mingming III sheet is coming along. I doubt she'll be finished before the end of next summer because I just can't work on it solidly through the winter. This is a very big high shed, and trying to heat this to an appropriate temperature in the middle of a Scottish winter is not really viable. I'll just come around here and show you the centerboard pace. So it is, and if we, I don't know if this is going to work. We'll look down here. Oh yeah, and you can see the slot. Oops, down there. So so there we are, coming along. Sometimes one has to be patient, but we will get there.